Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 6th episode of my 1 vs 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 Emperor AI that are on a team against me, and I'm playing as the Dwarf Archdruid Ulrik Icepelt. In our last episode, we successfully eliminated the second of our 3 opponents, Sulthor the Orc Rogue, and we actually took his capital, his throne city from him. We've successfully converted it now. It's part of our domain, part of our empire, or absorbed it, I guess I should say. And we're in the process of absorbing some of his other cities that have since become independents. And we're in the process here. We're going to try and grab this one as well. And prior to that, we had taken out Karashar, our first of our 3 opponents. So Karashar and Sulthor are both out of the game. And we're only on turn 40, so we're doing quite well in that regard. And we have 1 opponent left to go. That's Nomlik, the Goblin Theocrat. Now, before I get into the rest of this episode, I want to just give another quick shout out to Casper Eklund. He had mentioned a few things in a really detailed set of comments that I really appreciated. One thing he had mentioned is that if I'm digging in the dirt walls here around a dwarven city, dwarves actually really like, you can see here, they like coastal mountains, rock cavern walls, dirt cavern walls, and mountains. So if I'm digging these dirt cavern walls away, I might actually be reducing the dwarves' happiness in this city. And so I'm actually, I'm getting some quick gold here, but it might not be worth it because the dwarves are actually getting less happy. And that's a really, really good point. So I'm actually going to kind of avoid digging around my throne, I think, specifically for that reason. So thank you for that suggestion there, Casper. The other thing he had mentioned is he doesn't really like leaving heroes on cities as defense. And I actually agree. I've been kind of doing it, not necessarily on purpose or because I wanted to. It was just sort of out of convenience. But he suggested if you have a hero that's maybe you don't have an army stack for, you can give them to an army that already has a hero and bring them along. Kind of like at the beginning of the game where you start with 2 heroes and you may have to group them up in one army until you have kind of enough strength to field 2 separate armies. So that's a great suggestion as well. And then the final suggestion that I thought was really worth mentioning is I have had the opportunity a bunch of times here to level up these shock serpents using this spider queen. And what I mean by that is that this spider queen can web an opponent. And a few times now in previous episodes, Casper's pointed out that I've actually webbed the final unit in a battle, and there's nothing else that can damage me, and it might take 2 more turns till the web is finished, so I can just move freely, and I'll just move in and kill the final unit with something that isn't one of these 2 units about to level up and evolve. And Casper kind of said, like, why are you doing that? And he's right. I think what happens is I get so focused on trying to simply win the battle that I sort of forget, oh wait, I don't have to rush. Now I can take my time and use these units to get the kill. So going forward, that's something I'm going to try to take advantage of and remember as I'm in the battles, that I don't just have to rush for the victory unless I'm up against like an enemy leader or something that can cast spells. So the other thing that had happened here is this city here of Ifinderland. So just quick, thank you again to Casper for those suggestions. But the other thing that had happened here is Ifinderland was under attack here from some undead. There's definitely a necromantic circle probably somewhere down here. And I've been building up some units to kind of help defend. And I think I have enough now that I can take this out. And I'm going to try and produce some shamans, I think, to start converting some elephants maybe to our team. But in the meantime, we're going to have to defend against these undead. So let's flip our turn over here and get started. So I think, and Casper had suggested this as well, that with my new economic ability based on having absorbed all these other cities, and in particular the throne here of Sulthor and the throne of Casper, or sorry, Karashar, I should say. Okay, so I'm under attack and I'll have to do this. And I think I can probably win this battle now. I have enough units that I think it'll be possible. But anyway, with my economic power, I should be able to take out a single remaining opponent without too much trouble, but you never know, and depending on how long it takes me to find him, he may actually end up having time to sort of build up himself quite a bit. So I'm going to try and kind of get my melee units sort of in front and then have my ranged units kind of in the back. Of course, it's a little bit trickier because these Lost Souls can start kind of moving in on me here, but... So we're going to kind of try and take advantage of these obstacles which provide a line of sight penalty if they're trying to shoot me. So we'll go over here, and they're still outside of my range by quite a bit, so we're going to just chill. We might take a hit here as they come in. Nothing too nasty there. Unfortunately, they've despaired our units a little bit, but... Okay, so now we've got a nice potential here for some big damage. I think I'm actually going to try and hit all the reanimators here. There we go. And what I'm expecting them to do is heal. Use some heal undead is probably what I'm thinking they're going to probably do. Now with our little guys here, let's just try and do some more damage. Really make sure that they use heal undead. You know what? We can actually probably take out the one reanimator at least. Yeah, we'll get the kill there, so that's excellent. Now, they probably will... One of them may end up summoning a cadaver there, which would be kind of unfortunate for us. I'm going to put my mammoth right here. I'm tempted to charge in. Like, let's see, what kind of damage can I do? You know, I have a chance to get the kill on this reanimator, but I'm then going to get flanked into oblivion. You know what? Let's give it a try. Come on, baby. Oh, ouch. Yeah, now we're going to probably lose that mammoth. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was high risk and potential reward, but that's all right. There we go. Took out the Lost Souls that were in our face. Let's move around and try for a bit of a flank here if we can. There we go. And then now what happens if we melee? We have a chance to get the kill. So we're doing a minimum of 8 with 2 hits and a maximum of 14. So pretty good chance to get the kill without taking any extra damage. Let's try it. Oh, and unfortunately we did take some extra damage. So let's firebomb these two. There we go. And then let's see, can we finish off the Lost Souls? Not quite. What if we come in closer? Need to get a good roll. We did. Perfect. So we'll send our penguin out to soak up some hits here, hopefully. But they may come in for my prospectors there. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, now let's firebomb these reanimators here. We're going to have to try and take them out here quickly because these Lost Souls are going to start coming back, which we don't want. There we go. And then we can get the kill. Perfect. Alright, so we did lose a few units, but nothing catastrophic. And we were able to successfully defend the city. Okay, so we got a lot going on here. An item has arrived. Let's deal with that. So this hero now has a black wand, which is great. So this city wants to give us a quest. So they want to become vassals if we take out some undead. Unfortunately, we really don't have much of an army in the vicinity to do this. Hang on, let's just leave that quest for a second. Let's go back up top. Now, there is a passageway underground here, but... you know what? Actually, we could probably get Ulrik himself over there. So we're going to do that. Let's do that quest. We'll accept it. And we'll try and get over there relatively quickly here. So first things first, we are going to head up here, though, because I wanted to grab this city while we're here. And it's been pointed out to me that you can cancel a quest after you've accepted it and not take a morale penalty. So worst case scenario, I can just do that if I need to. Now I was summoning a wild animal, and I think I'll throw that here as a guard, because I really don't want this city falling into enemy hands. So we'll do that, put them in defense mode. Now I was bringing this little stack in here just to go and attack this city. And so next turn we'll siege this city and take it over, hopefully. Doctor the Hideous is leveled up. Our rogue hero, who hasn't really done much. Again, I need to kind of get her out into the fight, I think. Let's take counter poison, because I'm imagining there may be some undead floating around underground or something like that that we may run into, so... Head our builder out a little bit. Just grab some extra money. There we go. Let's start casting summon Eldritch Animal. Oh, actually, next turn we're going to have... So we're actually going to hold off on summoning anything. Save our casting points here. Okay. So let's go back up to the surface now. So actually, hang on, before we do that, our throne has produced a hospital. So now all we have left is the Grand Palace, and we have enough gold for it, so let's actually start doing that. That would be excellent to finish up. And just set merchandise in this city. And back over here, we have enough gold to start making another shaman, so let's do that. We're going to build up a little stack here for Gwarin here. Gwarin, the Dwarf Warlord. We're going to build up a stack for him, I think, as well, and start sending him out with it. We currently have a stack that we had built for Hingrid, the Hardbottom, who's our Archdruid that we recently acquired, and she's now above ground, kind of exploring around. So, oh, and look at this. Got a city there. It looks like a human city, potentially. Ooh, and it'd be nice to go raid that library, but let's go make contact with this city first. Okay, and they're neutral to us. We could raid the foundry even. Oh, actually they are not happy with us, so looks like we're going to have to go aggressively take them over. Yeah, and we're not going to summon anything. So now back to our orc city here that we've... Again, this is the former throne city of Sulthor. Now let's see. We don't have any gold currently, but we could start producing maybe some priests and some black knights just to have some more units coming out of this city for sure. So again, for now, we're just going to have to do merchandise because we're trying to finish up that Imperial Palace. Now this unit, I'm actually maybe going to send them into the Shadow Realm here. Or through this Shadow Gate, and let's go see maybe we can find that spawner that's creating those units, and we'll start creating some more guards there in the upcoming turns. Just trying to decide, it would be great to start turning these nodes into water nodes, but I don't think that's going to be a priority right now because we're going to start summoning some gargantuan animals soon here. All right, let's end our turn there. So next turn we're going to swoop in there and try and take that city out. And then we'll head for this underground to complete that quest. And over here we're looking for Nomlik. I have no idea where he is, but he could be anywhere over on probably on the east side of the map, or maybe even further north, but I suspect probably somewhere over here, as his two allies were down here, so it wouldn't really make sense if they were all packed in right together. I'm still absolutely shocked that Karashar and Sulthor were so close together and I could just 1-2 punch them like that. Oh, nice. Heptatopia. Be the first to acquire 7 towns. I receive 100 base happiness, so that's great. Definitely take that. Oh, and this city can become a vassal if we get a little bit more gold. That would be excellent. And this city wants to make peace with us. We're going to decline that because we are poised to basically take them out no problem here. So we are going to do that. Let's do that battle first, just get that out of the way. Alright, so we're going to use the Boar Rider as our tank. We're going to use these other two as supports here. Oof. Ouch. Yeah, that Blood Pavilion hurts. It's not the best racial defensive structure, but it is pretty solid, especially against units that are maybe a little earlier game. I suspect I'm going to probably lose these archers now, or these flamers I should say, yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's alright though, we'll just basically come in with a charge here, and then come in for the finish. There we go. Get a little bit more ooh, and now they're going to die from the archer. Yeah. Well, we took the city over. A little sloppy on my part, but that racial defensive structure kind of made that a little trickier. So now we will start absorbing this orc city here for us. And this unit will probably come in and attack me next turn, which I can deal with. Cavalry against archer, I'm not too concerned. And we're going to start summoning our gargantuan animal. In terms of what we can research next, I obviously it would be great to start getting tier 4 Horned God, our endgame unit. But I think I'm going to do a little bit more casting points just to speed up some of that, the amount of time it's going to take me to summon first, and then I'll do that. So first things first here, let's see if maybe we can recruit this mature Shock Serpent to be on our team. And maybe we can finally level up our baby Shock Serpent and our baby Reed Serpent to get them evolved. That would be extremely handy. So we're going to throw an Awakened on our Spider. Our Spider's going to have to be kind of our primary tank for this battle. And I don't want to get our Reed Serpents or our Shock Serpents in a precarious position if I can avoid it. So I think first things first, I'm going to try for a web. Okay, we didn't get it. And then we're going to basically just try this. Now, I'm assuming we're going to get flanked here with the Spider Queen, but should be able to kind of soak up the hits. There we go. So now we can come in with these units and start doing some work. This is Befriend Animal. We're going to give it a try here. We've got a decent shot at it. Let's try it. Oh, and we got it. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. There we go. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so our serpents are able to deal with it. Our spider took some big damage, but is just fine. Okay, so now let's get the kill here. There we go. Level up. Unfortunately, oh, and our Reed Serpent's already at gold medal, so that's perfect. Let's go for a web here. Oh, and we didn't get it. Well, we can come in and get the kill this way. I wanted to web to see if I could give a chance for my for Ulrik to do a heal on the spider. Oh, and look at that. Now we've got mature Shock Serpent, mature Reed Serpent, and a newly acquired mature Shock Serpent. So that really turned around quick. So this unit went from pretty good to very good quite rapidly. The only thing I'm really lacking is kind of range damage, because all I have for range is Ulrik himself and then the poison spit ability of the mature Reed Serpent. So I'm going to have to kind of work on that and see if I can... Ooh, and a Heart of the Glades. If I can get this city, just getting that in my domain alone is going to make this worth it. So let's take out this one orc hero here who's guarding the city. And again, this city used to belong to Sulthor, the orc rogue who I eliminated. So first things first here, let's drop a heal on the Spider Queen, who's kind of beat up. We'll send in our Shock Serpents to do some work. Ouch. I think I'm just going to drop a little bit more heal on our spider here. And then can we phase in? We can. Let's go for a web. We got the web, so now we can take our time. Nice. And we can drop another Awaken for some extra experience. Oh, there we go. Ulrik leveled up. So we'll come in and do a bit of damage there, and then we'll get the kill with our Shock Serpent. There we go. Boy, if I can get these evolved to King Serpents, this unit's going to be basically unstoppable. And this hero had some items. Let's see what he had. So he had a musket. We can send the musket off to... I think Hingrid maybe would benefit from the musket. Hingrid over here doesn't really have much for items, obviously, so it'd be good to get her another option for a ranged attack at least. Now, while we're here, we could take out this Heart of the Glades, I think, because it's going to offer us additional casting points and some benefit there. Now let's absorb this city. Ooh, and you know what? I didn't even see that. We've got a lost library here as well. Boy, this is a really nice opportunity for us. So we'll send our Serpent up to initiate the battle. I do have to be a little bit careful. Oh, and I should have done my level up first, but that's okay. We can do it after the battle. I do have to be a little bit cautious in this one, as my units are starting to have some damage on them, but again, I can basically just drop heals, so I'm not really that concerned at this point. The spider, again, is going to be my primary weapon in this one. So let's throw a web on these. There we go. And then we're going to just kind of keep our serpents in the back here a bit. Now, of course, they do have charge, and I don't really want a ton of charge damage on me. There, we'll kind of spread it out. They will still be able to come in and hit me, but... Oh, and I forgot about that phase. Fortunately, the serpents are in a position where they can basically just come in and assist. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing with our Reed Serpent. Yeah, okay, so let's take a step that way. We can try for a Call Lightning and maybe get double kill. Be a pretty low chance on the one that has 20 health, but let's try it. Oh, and we got a critical. Wow, that was nice. Alright, let's kill off the webbed unit, and then we just have the one left. There we go. So now we can drop a heal on our Shock Serpent. Bring our Reed Serpent in, and we will teleport our spider in, do a nice flank attack, and get the kill. So just like that, we now have a city with Heart of the Glades in our terrain and in our domain, and you can see there now we have 50 casting points. So that's quite nice. That's going to speed up the time that it's going to take us to summon all these large creatures. So what I would like to do now is raid this library as well while we're here. Might as well. It's kind of sitting here ready for us. And yeah, I think we'll be able to do this battle. Again, I have to be a little bit cautious because my units are starting to kind of be beat up. And once again, I forgot to level up my hero. So after this battle, I'll do that. I know I said I would after the other one, but once again, I kind of forgot. Sometimes I get a little carried away when I'm in the middle of pursuing battles. I think rather than awaken, we're just going to heal to avoid. I think we're going to drop right in here. And we're going to take out the Reanimator first, I think. Come in and deal with the Mystic. Nice stun there. And we'll come in and wail on these. There we go. So now let's see what happens. So we got a heal there. Bit of damage. A Dispel. Were Panthers. Okay. So we could call lightning, but we would hit our own unit. Oh, and it doesn't seem like it affects our own units. Well, I didn't realize that. Well, that's amazing. Oh, look at this. Boom! Wow, that's nice. So I just learned something about that. Call lightning doesn't impact your own units. That's extremely powerful. And look at all these stuns that have been dished out here. First things first, we'll kill off the reanimator. Kill off the other unit. And then we will kill off the panther. And just like that, we've cleared out that lost library. Hopefully we get a spell out of this. One with the elements. By calling upon the wonders of the wild, the caster strengthens their empire's connection with nature. All casters' units gain minus 50% terrain and climb morale penalties and plus 50% terrain and climb morale bonuses. Well, that's a nice one. Something I could cast when I have the opportunity and increase, hopefully, the amount of criticals I might be able to get. And so now with this stack here, and once I get going, I'm going to take this unit with me as well. We are going to head over here to this cave entrance, I think is going to be the plan. Because I want to go try and do that quest if possible. So now let's do our level up that I've been saying I was going to do for the last few turns. Getting regrowth on the hero would honestly be really nice. So we've got 8 points, so we can spend 3 of them. So why don't we just do a bit of protection for the hero here. Let's do a little bit of defense, some extra health, and I think we'll save the 6 then. There we go. So Merc's Soul. Ooh, and here's that darn squad of Shadow Stalkers kind of hanging around, being a little bit scary. Let's see, how's that palace going? So that's got 2 turns left. Again, I don't want to lose any of these cities to this pesky squad here that's coming in. So let's just start making some extra units for defense. And we've got this city producing, the city of Choyan is producing a dwarf shaman. Alright, so here's that city we're going to do the quest for. I think we're just going to grab a bit of extra experience here. We have to be careful. We don't want to get too close to these undead and have them start attacking my builder. So maybe I'll head out this way. There we go. City of Brunhald here. So this is that throne city I took over. Let's see. Let's figure out maybe where the priority is for producing some units. Well, first things first, let's go check out the Shadow Realm here. Okay, so we've got a few things going on. Oh, and look at this. Whoa, that's the final evolution of Shadow Demons, which I've never actually fought yet. That's kind of scary. So that city probably belonged to Karashar at one point. So we could go take out some Archons here. That's probably what we'll do with this stack, I think. We could also take out this farm. I would like to try and find the thing that's spawning those elemental units that attacked a few turns back. I was sieged at this city here in Dularm. I would like to figure out where those are coming from and kind of put a stop to that. Let's see, what can we make here? So this city's still not able to produce a whole lot. I think what we'll do, we don't really have any range here, so let's make a hatchling at least, and then we'll start producing more things there. Let's go back to our Draconian former throne city. So that's working on our first Draconian shaman, which will be really nice once we have it. We could start doing a Great Temple, getting more mana going as we're casting spells like it's going out of style. I think we'll do that. And then back here, we're going to just do merchandise. Same goes up here. Ooh, in this city we can produce, oh my, we can produce shock troopers in 2 turns. Boy, that's really nice. Oh, and we could clear out this Forbidden Sanctum and this tomb as well to give even more benefit. Boy, oh boy. That is something else. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind, but we'll just do merchandise for now. Okay, so with this stack, let's go in and clear this city out. I think I'd probably just turn this city into a vassal here if I take it over, but we'll have to see. Just kind of based on where it is. I don't really have anything in this area, and I don't want to leave a ton of units behind to defend. So it's kind of in a position where I think that would be the better plan. So let's awaken Spirit here. And we can do the same on our spiders too. Get some experience for our new shamans here. Send the mammoth in as the tank. So what are we fighting? We're fighting human archer, human swordsman, and another human swordsman. So it should be a relatively straightforward battle. Just got to make sure nobody dies, basically. We're going to throw a nourishing meal on the mammoth, just because we want a little more health. So let's come in here, kind of get ready for a potential charge in. Get our shaman kind of up front a bit, soak up some of the hits because the shaman's pretty tough, so. Send our prospector in there, and we'll end our turn. So let's see what happens here. Okay, going after the mammoth. Ooh, nice, that morale. Nice big critical there. You can see these units are extremely happy. So let's move up one, and we could blast these archers a bit. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can come in and basically try and get the kill. We did, no problem. Could throw an entangle on this unit. Let's actually try that. Ooh, and they resisted. You know what? Let's try for a web. And they resisted that as well. Okay, we'll flank this unit here. Get the kill with our mammoth. This unit's now almost out of movement, basically. Yeah, there we go. So we can come in and get a flanking charge here. There we go. Then we can take a step back and blast the heck out of them with our druids. There we go. Nice level up for our druids. Or our shamans, I should say. Excuse me. Alright, so we now have this city. We could just migrate it over to dwarves, but this is actually, you know what? We've got mountains here, although it is tropical. But since we have Heart of the Volcano, let me go find that Heart of the Volcano. Here it is. Removes all volcanic terrain panels when located within your domain. The one thing I do have, though, is I think I have... Let's just go check our spells here. I don't have it researched, but I have the opportunity to make a spell that does make it such that I can make a city not hate tropical. So as much as I normally wouldn't do that, I think I am going to migrate to dwarves. Yes, we'll migrate over to dwarves. Just because that's going to put this in our terrain, or in our domain faster. I was going to vassal it, but I don't really want to wait the 4 turns that's going to take, so. Alright, so we can go clear this mana node. That might be one thing to do. And then we can also go up and... Actually, let's go clear this first. Clear this foundry out. We'll have to watch out for this cannon. That can do a heck of a lot of damage, as you can see there. But other than that, I think we'll be alright. So, first things first here, we're going to awaken our mammoth. And then we're going to use Nourishing Meal on our mammoth. Really want our mammoth nice and strong to be able to tank a hit or two and then charge in. So we're going to kind of spread our units out a little bit. Don't want to line them up for the cannon, that's for sure. Alright, now let's see what they do here. They're probably going to come in and blast at somebody. Ooh, and they went for the hero, which I suppose isn't the worst thing ever because the hero can actually handle the damage from it. Alright, let's come in and beat the heck out of the cannon. Okay, and then we can almost get the kill. Come on, get the kill. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Now I don't have to worry quite as much. And we could come in and try for a web. Let's try it. Got it. No problem there. We're going to keep Hingrid back just because Hingrid got hurt pretty good there, so we're just going to kind of hang back a bit. I'm expecting a blunderbuss shot here. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't exactly perfectly positioned there, but that's all right. So now we can flank them. There we go. And then we can get the kill with our shaman. We could also try for the entangle, but so with this spiders, we're going to get the kill there. And then let's go for the flank kill there with our poison bolts. Let's see what we get out of that. So we could get a mount that gives fire protection. Befriend animal and slingshot. That could be good for maybe one of our warlord heroes who doesn't have an ability to convert anything. But, you know, it might be worth to honestly just sell this off and get all that extra gold. Let's think about this for a minute. Yeah, we're going to just sell that for gold. I just want the extra cash on hand, I think. So now with that extra cash in mind, I can think about maybe producing some extra units here or something else. Actually, you know what? Remember this. Let's go back and start producing some more shock troopers. That's going to be very nice. And you know what? Let's just go take this unit out. I don't really want them sitting there in the terrain, in the domain of this city. Let's just deal with them. And we'll just have to take out these archers. There we go, resisted, no problem, and now we can charge in and devastate them. And the battle's pretty much over at this point. There we go. So, and then we'll head back and garrison the city for now. The unit that's in the Shadow Realm here, we will tell them to chill. And I think we will end our turn there. So, pretty productive turn there. We got quite a bit done. I'm curious to see. I have to remember that there's these darn undead that are going to be attacking this city again. Okay, let's see what happens. So I'm now evil. People are happy about that, so that's good. Got an alliance proposal. Let's do that. We now have a nice new vassal city here. Doesn't look like it has any units. Well, that's an interesting situation. I've never had that happen before. So they don't have any units, which is kind of, that's not really good. Let's see, what else do we have? So that's because it was formerly an independent city that was one of Karashar's, and he must not have had any units stationed there at the time. So we have Domain of the Sun. Target friendly city and units stationed within that city domain now like tropical and volcanic. Now, I can't remember if Heart of the Volcano makes it so that we actually don't mind. Okay, so that is disliked. So the tropical is disliked. So I think we'll actually do that one, and then we'll start on Horned God. Ooh, boost the growth of target city. Well, that's a nice one. We're going to do Domain of the Sun, though, because I want this city to be happier. And then once we're done that, we'll start working on the Horned God, I think. Alright, so let's start clearing out some of these structures around here. And you know what? We have an opportunity here to try and grab this Hellhound as well. So we'll do no mercy. Let's fight these units, get some extra experience, and hopefully also maybe recruit a new unit. So we will come in and awaken our mammoth. And we will also nourish and meal our mammoth. We can start sending in our other units here as kind of a support. And our mammoth is going to charge right in like that. Try and tank some damage. There we go. Ooh, lot of hurt there. Alright, now let's try for a befriend. We've actually got a really good chance of it working. Okay, and we got it, so that's fantastic. Now let's bring our other units in here. We'll go after the hatchlings a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't have much opportunity to move here with our... Can hit up these flamers with some damage, though, which is great. Oh, we're not going to be able to get the kill there, but... Let's try for a web, maybe. Got it. I'll send the mammoth back. Now I'm expecting a big firebomb to hit all of us in here. Yeah, there we go. Let's get the kill with our hunter. And we don't have any more healing abilities, so we're just gonna have to kind of make do with what we got. Let's awaken our spiders here just for some extra experience, because why not? And I could try and awaken, but I don't think that'll... I just want to make sure it's not going to break the... Yeah, there we go. It's not going to break our control on it. And yeah, everybody else has pretty much gotten there. So let's do it with the baby spider, and maybe we can get them a little closer to eventually evolving here. There we go. Nice. So just like that, we have a new unit. Nice hellhound here. That'll be good for us. We could even leave our little prospector behind here, maybe as a city guard. Here we go. Okay. When there's some gold up here, actually, which means that nobody's really been exploring over here. So before we leave, let's go down in and deal with this wisp situation. Oh, and it looks like we've got some scoundrels as well to deal with, so we'll clear both of those out. And then maybe we'll head up there. Alright, Muruk's Sol. So let's go back underground here and take a peek at all our cities. Our throne, we're now one turn away from having our Grand Palace, which is awesome. This Druid is almost finished. And in Muruk's Sol, we did have that Prospector finished up. It would be nice to be able to produce something more than just that, though. So maybe we'll do a Archdruid's Dolmen so we can start making hunters and druids there. Let's just grab some more money here. There we go. Okay, so now we get to deal with Ulrik and his stack up here. And again, yeah, I think I am going to just send them right over to try and get underground. And I'm not going to worry too much about defending this city. There we go. Now we've got an absolutely insanely powerful army. So if I find Nomlik, I'm going to be sending Ulrik right over to deal with him, because he's so strong. We've got 50 gold here to work with in this little city. Let's make one prospector just to augment our stack here. Get back to Dolarm. We do have to start making some units here as well. But for now, we're just going to do merchandise. Our new city that we've just acquired, we're going to just do merchandise. So now we get to do some work here in the Shadow Realm. So we've got a few decent units. This is not the easiest stack to take out, though. So maybe we'll actually head up and get some easy experience here with this stack here of fell horses. Yeah, let's do that battle first. Kind of get our feet wet before we start taking on anything bigger, especially since really we don't have a ton of strong units in this little stack. Okay, so they're going to be able to charge us, which we have to keep in mind. So my spiders are getting a little stronger here. It'd be great to get them some experience. I want to keep my flamers kind of out of the way. There we go. I was hoping to kind of draw them in there and let them attack my griffin as a bit of a distraction, and then we'll get the kill here. Perfect. And then let's go in and try for a web. Ooh, and we didn't get it. Not the end of the world, because we did also reduce their attack, or their movement points, I should say. So we'll come over here and do a little bit of fire damage. Bring our hero in, and we can actually just do a nice big charge attack here. There we go. The Griffin can move as well. End our turn there. And there we go. Getting that battle done. Ooh, and we get a tiger for our army if we want it. And you know what? We'll take that because this unit obviously isn't exactly the strongest, so... Oh my gosh. Shadow Demon Lord. A tier 4 unit. Dedicated to evil. Holy cow. That is terrifying. So this unit is a Shadow Demon, and it has Magical Origin, Shadow Walker, Night Vision, dedicated to evil, plus 40% Blight and Shock. Sorry, plus 40% Blight Protection, 40% Shock Weakness, and 100% Spirit Protection as it has Strong Will, so it's immune to Mind Control as well. Boy, that is a scary unit, that's for sure. Whew. I do not want to have to deal with that, so we are going to run away from that, that's for sure. If it attacks me, this whole stack's pretty much doomed, which is probably what's going to happen next turn, unfortunately. Okay, so things get pretty nasty in the Shadow Realm pretty quickly, as you can see here. We are... Oh, here's a Heart of the Shadows. That would be kind of nice to have. You can see here, we're only on turn 43, and we've already got tier 4 big nasties roaming around, so... I guess similar to kind of the Bone Dragons up top. We've got the big nasties down here. So this stack's probably going to die, unfortunately. I didn't even see them standing there before, so that's not good. So I could go up north. I think we're just going to head straight for it, though. All right, let's end our turn there and see what happens. We now have our first summon gargantuan animal is going to be ready. Oh, and it's telling me probable victory. Yeah, I highly doubt that. We've got 2 insanely strong tier 4 units here. Wow. Yeah, I don't really see myself winning this battle, that is for sure. So first things first, we're going to head back. We're going to summon a last stand on our Griffin, who's really going to be our only chance here of tanking some of the damage. God, look at these 18 defense, 17 resistance. Look at that amount of damage. It does some spirit and poison, or blight. Oh my gosh. It's fearsome too. Yeah, there is no way we are going to be winning this battle. That is for sure. I mean, I'm going to give it a try, but I would be absolutely shocked if I'm able to do anything in this battle that would give me a hope of victory. So we're going to split our units up here like this. And we're going to come in so that we can at least do a bit of damage. As you can see, not much. And we'll throw our little guy in there. I'm going to keep my spider baby in reserve to try and maybe get a webbing on them if possible. Now, we can put last stand also maybe on our tigers, because why not? Not that it's going to really matter much. Interesting. I thought they were going to come in and attack me, but they ended up... So you only have a 20% chance of getting a web on them. I notice they're staying in defense mode, which is not the greatest for me. I'm going to focus on the one that's immolated because I probably have the best shot of killing it as it's already damaged here. So we'll come over this way. I'm going to throw my Griffin in range just to try and tank some of that damage. And then, you know, I do want to try for the web, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to throw these tigers over here just as a delay tactic, basically. Let's try it. Oh, and we got it. Unbelievable. And this unit's fearsome too, which we have to keep in mind. Okay, there. The Tigers did their job. So now, let's see if we can maybe get the kill here. Oh, that fearsome is gross. What kind of damage does my... What about this? Yeah, it doesn't do much either. Okay, we're going to move back here and then try not to get... Oh, and we got panicked, of course. And we're panicked there as well. Okay, we'll get the kill here. We're going to have to hurt our own unit, but that's okay. He's going to be running off anyway, so... We can come in and do a flank attack. Oh, and now we're panicked. That probably wasn't the smartest move. Okay, so some of our units are basically running away. So we'll send in our little guy. We're just going to try and do as much damage as we can, basically. I suppose I could have run with them as well, but... There goes them. Yeah, maybe we'll kind of fall back a little bit here. Okay, we do have another chance to web, and with it being immolated, I think that makes it a little bit more susceptible. Let's see. It's only immolated for one more turn, though. And I don't think we're within phasing range. No, not even close. Alright. Now we are in range. Oh, but of course now it's not immolated anymore, and it's in defense mode. Okay, what kind of range is it? Okay, it can't get to me just yet, so we'll try for another immolation, and it resisted. Do some crossbow. Whew, that unit is super scary. So we will run back here, try for another immolate, not get it. Now our only hope here is to get a web, and we have a 15% chance, which means it is not going to happen. So let's try it. Nope. As expected, that did not work at all. Actually, you know what? If they're going to kill the spider here, we might be able to... Yeah, okay, now we'll be able to get the kill with our ranged unit. And our hero. Good lord, that was a nasty battle. So those shadow demon lords are just terrifying. So that was a failed excursion if ever I've seen one. So we're going to retreat back into the overworld here, the surface world. And we've leveled up this hero. Charge command, all my units would have charge. That's kind of nice. Let's see if there's anything else here worth maybe grabbing. Martial arts is a good option for warlord heroes, that's for sure. So maybe we'll grab martial arts, and we'll take charge command as well. And then you know what? We'll also give a little bit more hit points. There we go. So wow, that was rough. Okay, fortunately we were the first to have a Grand Palace, and so we get Empire Quest Imperial Residence. Gives us extra casting points and more morale for our city. And look at that, we now have 80 casting points, which is awesome. Domain invasion here. Oh, these pesky guys are still hanging around. Well, we've got another mana node here that we can use our convert to water node on. Alright, so now the question is, where do we need this gargantuan animal? Which will hopefully be a tier 3 and maybe even a tier 4 unit. You know, I'm almost tempted to go peek through there. How many turns do we have left for that quest? 7. And it's going to take us 3 more just to get over to here. And then we're still a ways away from the city. There's no guarantee we'll have a straight shot to it. So if we're going to go for that quest, we basically have to straight shot to it. But this, this stack is so powerful. It'd almost be maybe more beneficial to keep exploring that way. But we're going to get to explore underground, so let's go this way. And we definitely don't need the gargantuan animal in this stack, as we've already got a bunch of gargantuan animals. This hero could obviously use one to maybe start doing some exploring. Over here, this stack is pretty strong. I think they'll be fine without. I'm actually going to send this unit up to grab that gold. And they can start coming back. I'm just going to think about this for a minute. We could summon it down here to help. Maybe then we'll go... You know what? Let's do a little exploring. Maybe we can find that necromantic circle and see just how strong it is. There it is. Oh, and it's not well defended at all. So as long as nothing spawns there next turn, should be able to take it out. So we don't actually need anything on this city. We'll be okay. Assuming nothing spawns, of course. Could start spawning bone dragons. There we go. We've got our draconian shaman here now, which is excellent for us. And there we've got our shock trooper as well over in this city. Got a lot of choices here. This hero is going to need a stack, so let's put it in with him. Ooh, and he got a mature shock serpent. That's great. So now, yeah, I want to build up a bit so I can go and try and take this out, which would be great. So now we've got a lot of incoming money here, which is great. We've got lots of gold. Quite the surplus of gold, which is awesome for us. Might be nice to start being able to forge some items for our heroes. But let's see what else we can do first before we do that. Is there anything that can make our shock troopers a bit better in this city? It's going to be a benefit. The regular units benefiting. If we do an observatory, we could get this gold mine in our domain as well. Just kind of thinking here. We're already able to produce so quickly. Let's just keep making some more shock troopers here. And let's go back up, sorry. Back up to our former draconian throne. Again, we can just start pounding out shamans like it's going out of style, which is awesome for us. We could start producing this Peak of the Forefathers, but at this point I actually don't think that's necessarily even worth it, really. I think we'll just keep making some shamans. There we go. Back here, we'll just do merchandise. Finderlan. We could start making... Actually, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll actually cancel this one off. Because I actually want a shaman here. In this city. So that it can start... We can start trying to convert some more units. Okay. And then for the rest of our cities, I think we'll just do merchandise for now. And this little guy, we'll do merchandise as well, just to save some gold. Merchandise here as well. Oh yeah, we can grab a little bit more extra gold here. Ooh. That's not good. They're probably going to kill off my builder. Alright, now let's deal with these pesky units down here. Ooh, and look at this. We got some production resources. So obviously, I'm guessing nobody's been in anywhere around here. So we can start taking out all these structures here. So we'll take out these wisps, and then after that, we'll take out those scoundrels that are hanging out in the mountains there. There we go. Having some elemental damage is great to take out those wisps. So they're gonna most likely teleport in behind me here. I'm not gonna be able to finish them off, so let's just drop a heal on our mammoth here, and then we'll head the mammoth in over here because the wisps are gonna almost certainly teleport either to the hero or to one of my archers here, my archer or my shaman. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I was thinking they were probably gonna do. So we'll put an awaken for some extra experience, and we'll get the kill with our shamans there, just because I don't want anybody taking more damage from their static that the wisps have, because when you hit them they can damage you and stun you. So we'll take out these scoundrels as well while we're at it. Keep our city safe. They resisted the crippling wounds, which is good. What kind of damage do we do here? So we got some frostlings. Actually, I think we'll be able to just kill them off standing right here. Or we'll be close. Let's see. We got good rolls. That's excellent. Let's move up a little bit here. Do some extra damage. And then guard up the hero just a bit. I'm expecting they're going to come in and try and flank, kind of. Yeah, and then... Oh, ouch. Get the kill there. Let's go in for a nice web if we can. It didn't work. That's alright. Always worth trying. And then we'll heal ourselves here. Do some big flanking damage. And get the kill. There we go. Oh, and we've got... Wow, there's a lot of things over here. Heart of the Tropics. Actually, we wouldn't even need to have that if we get this in our domain. I think we'll head over to this cartographer's tent and see what else we find. Okay, so we've got a frostling city down there. Now the question is, because our opponent, Nomlik here, is a goblin, he actually may be underground. So he's probably somewhere over in this area of the map, but he may actually be underground. So that's something I have to keep in mind. I think we're a little bit too weak to maybe fight this stack. We could probably do it, but it'd be kind of a risky battle, so I think we're just gonna head over here and take out this camp next turn, assuming it doesn't spawn anything too disgusting. Alright, let's see. We're going to grab Call Ancestral Spirits. That's a nice backup spell to have. We have enough casting points for it. Basically, it allows us to summon a modified version of a Phantasm Warrior to our aid if need be, which is excellent. So this Hunter, we're going to just leave right there. This stack, we want to come in and take out those pesky undead, so we're going to leave them there. Now we can start summoning something else. Let's summon a strategic spell here, and then we'll do another gargantuan animal. Maybe some water nodes as well, but we'll do this one with the elements. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Have-Boar has grown into a city, so this city is just booming. And it'd be great if we could build up a few more units. We could go raid this tomb and then maybe even take out the Forbidden Sanctum. It'd be a lot easier, though, if we had a hero leading. Maybe we could send Brimir over. Actually, you know what? Maybe that's a good plan for him. We send him over to lead a stack of orcs coming out of this city. And then we do some cleanup in our domain. In the meantime, we have to keep looking for Nomlik because we don't want this battle to get too out of hand. Alright, I think that's going to probably do it for this episode here. We really made a lot of progress. We were able to gain a couple of new cities here. We've continued to improve our units. We've now got pretty solid production of tier 3 units going on. Shock troopers in this city. Shamans here. Even here as well a little bit. And then obviously our capital, we finished our palace. And we've got shamans coming out of this city here. So things are going really well economically. A little bit of cleanup I still have to do with clearing out structures in our domain, like the Forbidden Sanctums and whatnot. But overall, I'm very happy with how this is going. And now it's just a matter of going to basically be finding out where is Nomlik and starting to kind of coordinate my offensive against him so that, you know, I don't let him get too out of control. But anyway, I'm going to save this one here. We're going to call this one episode 6. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.